Hey guys, and welcome back to Roan's Corner. Now, today we are getting into something new. We're getting into Space Engineers. Now, yes, late last year, one of the last videos I brought out was a 3-part trial of Space Engineers. This is the first episode of what I'm hoping is going to be the proper series, but we'll have to wait and see. The game is still in pre-alpha, early... I don't know whether it's pre-alpha, but it's in early development still, early release. It is a Steam game. You can get it from Steam. I think it was about $30 or something like that when I got it. It comes with the ability already inbuilt into the game for modding, and the developers actually encourage people to mod the game as well. In fact, quite a few of the updates that they've been bringing out lately include, I suppose you'd sort of call them sort of like blueprints to modding, APIs and all that sort of stuff. They actually include different mods that they've made themselves in order to teach the modding community how to do so. So you will see a lot of the stuff, if you buy the game, you'll see a lot of the stuff in my save that you don't normally get in the typical game to start off with, like this Stargate. This is not in the normal game, and this is actually a pain in the butt to build. You need to find a whole bunch of different materials, Naquadah, all that sort of stuff in order to build it, and you can't get that on Earth, alright? I did start on Easy Start Earth. Let's open this up. I love how well that they've followed the Stargate logic. Like, anything that's... Let's turn our lights on here. Anything that's in front of that gate gets destroyed. Like, when I first made it, I actually had this up against there, and when I turned it on, it disappeared. So, like, that destabilized wormhole, when it comes shooting out, it actually breaks stuff that's directly in front of it. This is pretty cool. I like it. I like it a lot. This structure here isn't included in the default game either. This is another mod, a shipyard mod, and this is actually pretty cool. You get blueprints in this of different ships and stuff that you've built. And if you were to put the blueprints, say just about here, this thing here will build it automatically. It's actually hooked up to all of my storage supplies and facilities and see through pipes here. And so that gets transferred into here. All the materials and stuff that it needs gets put into here, and then it builds it. It builds it automatically, guys. It's amazing. You can do a grinder pit as well, which will break down ships instead of building them. And I sort of intend to make sort of like a Sarlacc pit from Star Wars, but spaceship style. So I'll make like a hole in the ground, sort of like I've done here, and then I'll like make it bigger. But then I'll put like a circle of the grinder things around it, and obviously hook it up with piping and all that sort of stuff. And then when it breaks everything down, I can put it all into my storage facilities, which is pretty cool. I really, really, really am liking this game. Okay. It is still a little bit buggy. As I said, it is early release. So there are some bugs, there are some issues. Pretty much like every week when they do updates, it breaks my save and I have to like wait a day or two before they'll fix it. It is an unfortunate thing that occurs, but most of the time the updates are worth it. Alright, most of the time the updates are worth it. Wow, I never actually realized there's so many potholes around here. Okay. These are some of the ships that I've built. This is sort of like just a hauler. I'm using a mod pack. A whole bunch of different mods, right? Whole bunch of different mods. If you guys want to know the mods that I'm using, I can make a Steam Workshop collection, and you guys can go check that out. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do so. Then you can go check it out and get any of the mods that I'm currently using as well. So stuff like this, the the small Atmo thruster T3. These are tiered atmosphere thrusters. Basically, These are just stronger versions of the normal atmospheric thrusters, so you need less of them in order to lift up heavy objects, yada yada yada. This thing here, this is pretty cool. I like this. This is it's an enhanced cockpit concept. I think that's what it's called, enhanced cockpit concept. So you actually can put screens and stuff in here, which is pretty cool. You can actually put a backlight at the back there as well, but I don't really need it. It's all good. I'm using a fairly large mod pack called the Azimuth Complete mod pack as well, which gives me access to quite a few really good goodies. So like this cargo container inside here that you can see in the right hand side of the screen, Azimuth medium cargo. Now these hold a crap ton of stuff, guys. These hold, oh my god, a metric butt ton of stuff. So they're really good for when you got mining ships or you're building new stations and you want to take all of the stuff with you. But keep in mind that the more stuff you have in there, the heavier it is, alright? So make sure that you have enough thrusters so that it can actually lift. Because otherwise you're sort of stuck and can't go anywhere. You sort of like just come plummeting back down to the ground, which has happened quite a few times to me. More times than I care to admit. You can't prove anything, it's not on camera. Alright, so over here we've got a couple of LCD screens, sloped LCD screens. This is another mod. Yes, I use a lot of mods, and I mean a lot. When I say a lot, I mean a lot. Like these drills here, these aren't normal drills, these are bigger drills. Basically, I got tired of using the normal drills because they were making so just really small holes, and I kept on getting stuck inside of them. I upgraded to Earth Breakers, which is a mod, and they did good. They did do good, but they just weren't. They weren't what I was looking for. All right, they were still just barely making a hole big enough for me to fit in, and I'm still actually rather bad at flying. So don't judge me on that, please. I'm still really bad at flying. So I did a bit of looking around, and I got these things, and these things be like, oh my god, it's so big, like massive holes. It's awesome. And it picks up so much ore as well. Over here we have our Stone Crusher. Now, Stone Crusher, gravel resource extractor. If you are on a dedicated server or thinking about making a dedicated server, I would advise on having the Stone Crusher, but not the gravel resource extractor. From what I've heard, from what I know, it's actually a little bit buggy when it comes to dedicated servers. In fact, there's a few people out there who have said that it's crashing their servers. So be wary of that fact. There are other mods that you can use instead. But basically what the Stone Crusher does is I can go out, I can dig a hole in the ground. In fact, you know what? Let's do just that. Jetpack on, come down to the ground. I didn't even hit the ground that hard. Why am I taking damage? Stupid head. Alright, hit 3, so we've got our drill. We're going to come down here. We're going to dig up some stone. Yep, stone. Cool. Alright, we're going to come up here, back up to here. Where did you go? Over here. Okay, sweet. And we're going to open up our Stone Crusher. Now, I've got all this piped up, all this connected, so basically I can just go out and dig a whole bunch of stone and come back and connect my miner, and it'll suck everything out of the miner and put it where it needs to go. I'll show you guys that later. So yeah, we get the stone, put it in here, and you can see that it just makes a whole bunch of different ores. And then the gravel that it generates as well goes into this, and that makes ingots. And all the other ores and stuff that it's made goes into refineries, which are back here somewhere. Yeah, into here, into these refineries, and then that gets cooked up into ingots as well. Now, most of this stuff you actually start off with, like all that stuff over there, except for the Stone Crusher and the gravel extractor, and those over there, you don't start off with those. But most of this place you actually start off with if you go Earth Easy Station Start. I named it my processing plant because that's pretty much all I use it for, just processing stuff. Actually, what sort of materials are we looking at? You know, should I make something? Should I make something? I wonder. I have quite a bit of everything. Except for gold, which I have like hardly anything. Gold is so hard to come by though. Holy crap, it is so difficult. It's like annoyingly difficult to come by. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got like a sensor up here. So this will actually pick me up. Like, not pick me up as in lift me up. But, you know, it'll pick up when I'm close to it. And then that light will go green. Ding! And then the doors open. And then when I move away from it, it turns off and the doors close. That's pretty cool, huh? Automatic doors. Because otherwise you got to come up and you got to push this button here and say, door close. Door open. Got screens over here. These are clear LCD screens. Again, another mod. With the normal screens, which you saw over when I was looking at the LCD screens over there, they go that yellowy color when you hover over them. And it can sort of become annoying. It can really interfere with what you're trying to look at as well. So these are good because you just look at them and you don't have to worry about that yellowy, you know, that pea color coming over the screen. People wetting themselves over getting too excited. I've got timer blocks, I've got programmable blocks so you can run scripts. This is actually a debug screen for one of the scripts. Huh? No conveyor connection from Earth to processing facility, gravel, resource extractor. Really? Did Tim Ingot, what? Really? Huh. That's interesting. Okay, fair enough. Unrecognized, invalid, or ambiguous tag rule stone P10. I don't know what it's talking about, guys. I don't know. Anyway, if we open up this is like this computer thingy here. This is a programmable block, right? Now, on Steam Workshop, you can download scripts. You can paste the scripts in here. So we go into Browse Workshop, and all the different scripts that you've subscribed to will show here, which is pretty cool. All right, so I've got stuff like configurable automatic LCDs. I've got Teledin's inventory manager, which is Tim, which I'm pretty sure it's this one. There are some who call me Tim. So yeah, feel free to check up any of these on the Steam Workshop. Block naming made easy. I haven't used this one yet, but I'm actually looking forward to it. It will rename all the blocks on a specific grid. And in this game, we refer to grid as in a ship or a station or something like that. Just a group of blocks is called a grid. So that's pretty much all that we have around here for me to show you. You can see over there the red writing. These are space pirates. Yes, we have some form of enemy AI. I can't say for certain, but I think that the space pirates on Earth might be a little bugged. Like they don't attack. God, I'm stuck in a hole again. Yeah, they don't really attack. So I'm gonna. Why is a lot of my stuff off? That's disconcerting. Why is a lot of my stuff off here? Let's check it out. Oh, that's just turned everything on. Alright, well, okay. Well, the reactor's turned back on, I suppose. So, I don't know what happened. I honestly don't know. I haven't been down here in ages, and apparently it all just switched off. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why. It's just one of those things, I guess. Maybe. Whatever. Alright, how much? A lot of these things are running off uranium. Okay. $53, 1 hour, 44, 2 hours, 46, 40 minutes, 30. Okay, I'm not taking this one. not without some more fuel, because I want to go over and show you guys that Space Pirate District headquarters and show you what I mean by they're just like not really working all that well. Hang on a sec. Let's see if I've got any fuel around here somewhere. Uranium. Let's grab, say, 50 units of you, which should hopefully be enough to last us a little bit. Just a little bit, just a little bit more. 8 hours, 2 hours. Yeah, that'll be alright. Now, where it says hours and days and all that sort of stuff for the fuel time, that's real life time. So we're pretty good for now. We're pretty good. In fact, I could have taken the ship out before and it would have been just fine. But I figured that, I wanted to make sure that I'm not just going to crash and burn. Because the game's sort of got a little bug in it at the moment where if you hit the ground just a little bit too hard, instead of just going completely kaboom, it crashes the game. Like the game just crashed the desktop. So you can also see that my speed at the moment is 350 meters per second, which, oh wow, it is fast. Normal vanilla, it is only 120. I want to say 120 is the max speed. Again, you can get mods, scripts, which increase the max speed. When you get up into space, they help out a lot because space is huge. And when you're traveling in between planets, if you're not using Stargates, space travel is annoyingly slow. Like, I'm talking, when I play this game normally, I'm generally watching Stargate. I'm rewatching the Stargate series at the moment. I say rewatching, but I haven't actually seen all of the Stargate series yet. So yeah, I'm watching that while playing this. And when it comes to space travel, I generally put like autopilot on or cruise control, get up to a certain speed, and then just let it fly itself. And then I kick back and I watch Stargate off to the side. So yeah, it's sort of like actual spaceflight. You got to try and find something to do with yourself while you're waiting for stuff to work. So you can see there, Space Pirate Spiteful Aggressor. Now that's a ship. Is it actually going to come for me? I've parked here quite a few times before and nothing has happened. Like, it hasn't come for me yet or anything like that. But it looks like this guy might actually be wanting to rumble. Which isn't exactly good. Because I don't really have any guns. I don't really have any guns on this thing. See, there's me! I'm inside the cockpit. But yeah, so I suppose I could ram it. I mean, we are coming up to the end of this episode. Screw it. We're just gonna do like a flyby. Nothing? Oh, wow! He just shot a rocket at us. Do we attempt to do covert ops? And like, go in, just us? Do another flyby. See what's attacking. Okay guys, so we're back. So it would appear that the game crash to desktop doesn't appear just when you hit the ground a little bit harder. In fact, I've been having a crash to desktop issue quite a few times lately while trying to get into some fights. And I just assumed, because I was using modded weapons, I assumed that it was one of the mods and I was about to take it out this afternoon. I'm more of a exploration, crafting sort of guy anyway, so I didn't really go around getting into dogfights and all that sort of stuff. So I'm not sure how long this issue has been going on, but basically I did another flyby. I slowed down and I got shot by a rocket and the game crashed. So if anyone has any ideas, if anyone from Keen is out there checking out like the content that people are bringing out on it, I think I may have found a bug. So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that one. I'll probably be keeping an eye on it off camera because when games crash while you're trying to record, it doesn't really work out too well. So yeah, let's gonna go into load world. This just always comes up. Like, it doesn't matter. I make a new save and then they update and then it starts going up. There was an error with one of your previous saves. So just forget it. All right, so we're going to go into edit settings. So basically, I've got it in survival, offline mode because my internet's not strong enough for people to connect anyway. Environment hostility, I've got it safe. Basically, this is just, as it says there, the frequency and intensity of meteor showers. Yes, when you're in space, and I think even on planets as well, meteors can come crashing down, which is pretty awesome. We go into advanced. Yes, I do have everything set to max, times 10 inventory size, times 10 assembly efficiency, times 10 refinery speed, times 5 welding speed, times 5 grinding speed, and the assembly and refinery speed, it's still not fast enough. Like, you can get different modules and upgrades and stuff like that in the game, and you just make things bigger and faster and more power savvy and all that sort of stuff. It's pretty cool. These are the settings that I have though. View distance 15 kilometers, cooldowns disabled. So basically when you die, you saw the list of the respawn stuff. You can respawn inside of a spaceship. And basically what the cooldown is just a cooldown for those different ships that you can spawn into. So yeah. Permanent death I've got turned off. If true, player loses everything if he dies and has no available medical room. I don't want to do that. Because if I do that and something goes wrong with power, like Earthbase, the power just randomly turned off. I have no idea why I did it. It just randomly turned off. So if something like that was to happen, I couldn't get to a medical room. Like when you die, you respawn in the medical rooms, which you guys probably saw me respawn there anyway. But yeah, so if there's no medical room, then I lose everything. And I don't want to do that. I've already lost so much. They did an update and I lost like 400 hours worth of work. I was so salty. Oh, you have no idea how salty I was. I have turned off thruster damage. Basically, thrust of flame deals damage to blocks, players, and small objects. So it could be interesting if you get into fights and you run out of ammo and you just like fly up on top of an enemy ship and just pelt them with your thrusters and you can blow them to pieces. But we've seen what happens when things blow up. So yeah, we're not going to bother with that. Cargo ships, I can't turn this damn thing on. I want to turn this on. Somebody tell me how to turn this cargo ships on. Basically what that does is it enables randomly spawned ships to come flying through the universe. And I really want to be able to find randomly spawning ships come flying through the universe. So someone tell me how to turn that thing on, because it's not working. See, it's not working still. So someone let me know what I'm doing wrong. Alright guys, so that is all the time that we have for today. We have gone over time just a little bit, but I wanted to show you guys some of the settings that I have in here. While I'm doing the outro, I will let you guys look through some of the mods that I have. I have a lot of... These are all the mods that I have. These are all the mods that I have subscribed to, but I haven't put inside the game. Some of these enhanced orders. That's why it wasn't working. Alright, cool. Yeah, I got an enhanced ore detector mod so that it will pick up ores from further away. And I was wondering, I put a new ore detector on there, and basically it was a vanilla one. Like, I thought that I'd put the mod in. I forgot to put it in. Thought that I'd put the mod in. And I'm looking at it going, this is not picking up anything new. What the hell is going on? But yeah, I hadn't put the mod in, so it literally was a vanilla ore detector. Alright. So if you liked this episode, make sure that you hit the like button. If you have any comments, questions, queries, or tips, make sure that you leave them down in the comments section below, and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I possibly can. And up until the next time that I see your beautiful smiling faces and you see... Well, I really need to come up with a better outro, especially if I'm not doing facecam at the moment. Huh. Well, you know what? Until then, until I come up with a better outro, I'm just going to stick with it. Up until the next time that I see your beautiful smiling faces and you see this gorgeous mug! This has been Ryan from Ryan's Corner, signing out. Peace, guys.